You guys decided you were going. You managed to fix your way through the Gold Whisker Warrens into Blingdenstone proper, murdered two oozes, saving a shopkeep in the process, delivered your package from Salt Baron, and we're just about to head down to
I didn't know we
the
killed two. I thought one was
Yeah.
plane shifted with all the loot inside, and you're like, too bad you guys don't get anything.
Except
Oh,
for
yeah.
Milestone.
What happened?
Yeah. And then, if I remember correctly, something was said about like corruption that we might need to stop because that's why the rats are the way they are, right?
Yeah. So you guys were heading to.
Way south.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
here-ish.
So we've
I
got to
don't remember
talk
which
to
side.
the Diggermatics.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which Diggermatic Hall is here.
Hey,
There
that
we
was
go.
close. Does anything happen if we walk that way, or are we just going to be able to walk all the way there?
Let's see. It depends on the route you take.
I mean, due south?
I mean, we were told which way from this room, so we can go from there.
Yep. So where Tibble is.
Am I stopped?
Would assume if he says it like that.
And Zell is just oddly T-posing again. None of us know why.
Yes and no. This particular area is very crowded. It appears to be a center of religious worship.
What kind?
Can I do a religion check if I recognize what kind of deity they're worshipping?
Yeah, I would want to do the same, even though I don't like them.
I am currently reading up on that myself.
I will do it as well because I'm proficient in religion.
I am not.
Well, I didn't roll yet because I don't know if the iconography is so obvious that we would know it without rolling or not, kind of thing. Because it's not done reading.
Well, whether it is or not, I didn't roll well.
So it doesn't appear to be to a specific deity so much as honors for a fallen hero. Although you wouldn't know it, considering the fallen hero is standing on the plinth in the center of the room. Area. Because it's not really a room. I guess technically it is, because this is a cave. But anyway, so there is a ghost standing right there.
So they're like worshiping a ghost, but it's like
Not
he's
necessarily
gone.
worshiping, but it's more reverence for a hero kind of thing. Oh yeah, and I should probably move these two with
So
you.
it's a full-on ghost?
Yes. It is ghost.
Poopy.
But this area does have like a bunch of religious stuff going on, you were saying, right?
Kind of. Based on how it was described initially, it looked like religious, but in this case, it's more of a last rites kind of. I mean, I guess that does tend to fall into a religious thing, but in this case, it's more an area of reverence than an area of worship.
Okay.
Does it look like they actually see the ghost, or is it like an only us kind of thing?
And that would be kind of weird, but...
Oh, the ghost sees you. So the thing is this ghost is surrounded by deep gnomes in reverence to him. But but like he doesn't stop to talk with everyone. If he did that, he'd spend his entire afterlife doing it. So he just kind of notices you. You can see that he notices you, and then he just goes back to watching the crowd. You can talk with him if you want. A lot of people are talking at him, not necessarily to him, but like,
Fair.
anyway, you get the idea.
I don't know what I would want to talk to a spoopy ghost about.
Raph would just go on and wait for you guys if you wanted to do anything.
Trying to ignore the reverence of probably like all the voices blending together since we're all around them and they all want to like love on this ghost. Tibble tried to approach the ghost and ask him why they love him so much or what amazing thing did he do. Like he'd prefer to hear. It's not really common. You can say like, "Hey, I died for my country," and it's like, "What did you do to die for your country?" I want to hear it from your mouth. No propaganda, but just what happened.
So, seeing as how you're not basically just paying lip service to him and are genuinely curious as to what's going on, he happily tells you, well, as happy as he could be recounting his death, he was actually instrumental in driving the drow out during the legendary drow invasion many, many years ago. He fell in battle, but his spirit can't rest currently. And you're the first person to ask him about that.
So it's kind of like bittersweet for him.
Yeah. So he knows what needs to be done for him to lay to rest permanently, but nobody's really cared to ask. They're just like, oh my god, the hero's so great, he refuses to stay dead. And then that's about it.
It's like, God,
And
fucking lemmings.
Even now, as you have this conversation with him, most of the people are kind of ignoring what he's saying, only to give platitudes. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's legitimately interested in having a conversation with you because you're not just there to go, oh, the dead, woe is me kind of thing to him, or oh my god, it's a hero, let me lick your dick. Like,
It's like
he's
someone who actually wants to talk. How you doing, man?
yeah. So if you wanted to
Yeah, if it happened so long ago, and if there's a strange reason relates to Drow that has him in unrest, Tibble would want to know about what's the deal with that, like what's needed.
so for him to lay to rest, there are two things. One, um, there is a deep gnome that needs to be put out of his misery. One of his descendants needs to be put out of his misery because he is going to be a blight upon Blingdenstone if it's not dealt with. He can't do it himself because he's a ghost. Um, so if you could, that would be step one. Step two is you need to recover the remains of another deep gnome named Udhast and bring them to the catacombs to be laid to rest. This was his partner during the war. He's not 100% sure where they are, but they are somewhere in Rockblight, which is the northeast section of Blingdenstone.
Where we initially entered. Sorry, past that big circle thing of color.
Yeah. I believe so. No, that if you're talking about this area,
You said
No.
northeast, right? I was saying past that.
Let's see.
So it would be like this area here, right?
So it says northeast. The thing is from where you currently are, it's actually more southeast.
But all right.
North doesn't change north just because we're saying a different just because we're facing a different way. That's not how north works.
Well, there is the arrow coming off of the N up top, so technically they did say the correct spot, but it's a dumb way to have the map.
Oh yeah. No, the map is rotated 90 degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna agree that's dumb.
it is. I didn't realize it until you guys were talking about that.
So yeah, this part here. So this is actually northwest, which is really fucking dumb, but whatever. Okay. Anyway,
Is he aware of like since the war was so long ago? Is he aware why he became like in a state of unrest now of all times?
well, he's been in a state of unrest since shortly after the war.
Oh, okay.
But he can feel that if those two things are solved, he should be able to lay to rest. Also, I would just like for you guys to know that I'm very happy with this particular thing because like you've heard me complain about how like they just throw in the description of how and this person is non-binary gay kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? This one is like this is a subtle this dude is gay kind of thing because like you're putting his partner to rest and his partner's name is Udhast, a guy deep gnome. Like this is the kind of writing I'm talking about.
Not in your face.
Yeah, not like the modern shit. Like it's this subtle shit here. Like they have a transgender gnome and they have this gay one. Like this is how you do subtle writing. I fucking I miss
like-
these older modules.
Because technically
like
speaking, you could have interpreted it as like his partnering, his partner in like his squad or some shit.
You could
Yeah,
could.
during-
I mean, the way the backstory has it, that's not exactly what it was. But anyway, point is, like, the subtle writing in this is significantly better than the in-your-face bullshit we're getting in the modern modules. I hate the modern shit. Anyway, so you effectively have two mini quests here.
Yeah.
If you would like to participate in them, cool. He will reward you for them. If you wouldn't like to participate in them, well, he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, why not? Well, actually, I don't know if we have time, but
I was about to say, you're currently on one quest. It's not like his quests are going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah,
Except maybe Vazek. He does indicate that his descendant Vazek is going to be a very big problem for Blingden Stone if not dealt with soon.
Rose
Yeah.
muted. Anyway.
You're muted.
It seems like urgency-wise, it would be deal with the future blight deep gnome dude to put him out of his misery, and then deal with doing a diplomatic mission for the Whisker people up north. Sorry, over in Southwest or wherever the fuck, and then deal with putting the remains to rest.
and then deal with the Demogorgon.
Yes.
I mean, he can continue letting people kiss his transparent feet, right? I mean, it's fine.
It's not like he has a choice in the matter right now.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like after a while, if you don't have the power to do anything, and they're just doing that to you, I've seen it in TV shows, and they portray it really accurately. Where it's like, oh, sure, you might think it's like really flattering, but like when no one actually cares about what you're saying, just that you're saying something. Oh my God, you're amazing! It can get really old really fast.
Did I overhear this conversation? By the way, I wasn't sure if it was being like stated out loud.
No,
Tibble wasn't trying to be subtle or anything.
And
Okay.
by the way, it's funny you mentioned that because while you're having this, everybody was silent during any instance where Jadger, which is his name, I'm just going to call him Jagger. Anytime Jagger was talking, he did introduce himself, by the way. they were dead silent, but the moment you were trying to reply, he had to actually strain to hear what you were saying.
I was
Because they were like,
Oh.
"Oh my god, he spoke!" Oh, kind of thing.
I see. I was gonna say, how many people have promised to help you?
Nobody has actually. No, you don't understand. Nobody has given a fuck. This is
Oh,
the first time anybody has even heard of this. And even then, the people in the crowd around you didn't actually hear it. They just heard him talking and went, "Oh my god, the spirit is talking." Oh,
So it seems like willing naive, like being willingly naive or something on their part.
well,
I wouldn't call it willing naivete on their part. It's more along the lines of they are so enamored with the fact that he's there that they can't process the fact that he has a request that he wants someone to help with.
well, I speak to him. We'll do you a solid. In contrast to your body, we'll take care of this. Give us some
Boy,
time.
hang on.
You
Hey,
know
I'm
what?
not.
Just because you're the first people to actually talk to me, person to ephemeral person, I'm gonna let that joke slide.
I'm not all that into the whole murder for hire thing. Hey, why does your descendant need to die? Why exactly?
It's less
Exactly.
die and more re-dead. It'll make more sense once you actually go to his home.
I mean, I'm not saying this like. I'll explain.
So he indicates that Vadic's home is in this little elbow-looking nook here.
Oh yeah, Tibble would have no issues.
Vazuk, I'm sorry. Vazuk. Vazuk.
As we walk away, I kind of speak to God, my brain. What was why do you never roll as your character name? Anyway, character but Ken, I speak to Ken basically, be like, hey, um I just want to correct the joke. I mean, hey, if we take care of it, we take care of it, but
I mean, as long as there's a good reason to be, killing someone, like that's the whole thing. Is like, if somebody's just like, "Hey, can you go kill this person for me?" It's like, no, I'm not just gonna
Well,
murder
it
somebody.
wasn't. Well, it wasn't phrased like that to Tibble. He interpreted it as like when the wording was "put him out of his misery." It wasn't "go, yo, kill him, thanks."
Yeah.
He didn't interpret it like that. Putting him out of his misery means he could be suffering on a deathbed where everyone's ignoring him. Please let his misery die. And as a cleric, he couldn't resist that. You know, he couldn't just say no to that.
That's not exactly how I intended that to show up, but as you approach the hovel, is that what they're calling it?
I mean,
Makes
is it
sense.
like the cave version of a hovel?
Give me 1 second.
is it like,
Kind of. Yeah, they're calling it a hovel, kind of like a hobbit hole. So as you approach, you see a
Giggity.
family, kind of distraught outside of this hovel. As you approach, they go, a ghost has come in and started wreaking havoc in there. And as they're explaining this, you hear from inside the hovel, "Mine, my stuff, not yours."
Lovely.
He gives him a sympathetic nod and just immediately wants to enter the house right now.
Oh, we're
That's
performing
fair.
an
Let me find the
exorcism.
token. Because they did, in fact, give it a token.
Oh my.
So is this another one of those we don't care about distance? We'll just do this combat kind of thing on this map, or
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I
I
normally
mean,
don't
unless
care
you
about.
want me to set up the entire map.
I mean, we already have a
Yeah.
white grid map where we already have our tokens.
Yeah, but then I'd have to redo my health.
Meh. It's not like it's worked for me.
I was about to say, wouldn't you just re-drag your token onto the map?
I always just write them in. I feel like that's fine.
Nah, it's like we had a full rest and I haven't done anything yet.
I mean, that's fine.
Well, I mean, we've leveled since then, is what I mean.
Oh.
So
I just heard somebody
technically-
outside like make noise, and it just sounded like a goat bleating.
Have we had a
So-
long rest since then?
Yeah, you guys have had a long rest.
I mean, the
Alright.
only person to actually do something in the last encounter is not here, so I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, it was one spell slot, and then she's good otherwise.
Yeah.
So before you guys start moving and all that,
Well, here, I'll move back if you want to.
let's
Move
see.
your token to the normal spot.
I don't remember where I was at.
It was like right
Huh.
there-ish.
I just don't think Ken would be up front and center in the combat order.
Fair enough.
Neither would
I don't know. I did get a.
You
did
I-
get a
I-
feat.
It depends how confident you are with that, though. It's like you want to go in front of the barbarian and the plate wearing dude.
The plate wearing dude.
Well, I mean, is Ken that confident now in his abilities?
No. I still have no defensive capabilities. Pretty
You
much
don't have
just
shield.
offensive. I have like offensive and like out of combat support capabilities. That's it.
Oh, those are good stuff too.
All right, so, oh, whoops.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I put that on the wrong layer. All right, so, there.
So we hear yelling from inside.
I mean, there's a door, but you just it flings open, and then you see him standing right. Yeah,
So is he a ghost, a zombie, or what is it?
he is spectral in nature, if that's what you're asking.
Is there something that like caused him to be like reanimated in this way?
Not as far as you could tell.
Lovely.
But if you guys enter the home, that's going to be initiative.
How at what point do you consider the home entered? Like what spot?
Where you and Poe are.
Okay, rolling then.
So everybody roll.
Yeah, might as well get everybody in the initiative.
You would
Okie
want to
dokie.
attack it, right?
Okie dokie.
So it's going to go Vazik, Poe, Tibble, V, Ken, Raph, and then I guess I'll do this. Does this work? How do I do this again? So can I do this? I hope I could do this. There we go.
Oh, okay.
No, that was the wrong one.
Dang, plus 11, dang.
There we go. All right. It was supposed to be under her name, but I forgot to change it from Vazik, so that's actually Zelvire's initiative order.
Alrighty then.
So actually, she's first. And she gave me a single instruction for dealing with her character.
Oh dear.
She uses Eldritch Blast.
Oh. Okay.
Copy
Man, I
that.
wonder where she learned that spell.
From me. She learned it from watching me.
She LD blasts.
Let's see.
By this level, we're still one away from what was it? 5 shots, so it's still only 4 shots.
Wait.
Yep.
4 shots? When did it become 4?
Oh, sorry, 3. 3 right now. Yeah. At level 17, it becomes 4.
Because at 17, it becomes 4.
Okay. I was like, I can do 4?
One more. Don't worry, you're close.
I knew. Well,
Yeah,
I knew it. I knew it became stronger at 17, but for a second there, I was like, "Wait, did it become stronger before that?" Again? Oh.
You're like, son of a bitch. Have I been missing out on damage? Damn it! No one said anything.
Fuck.
Well, all 3 of those hit. So
That's
it's
good.
this one? Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
So
Ah.
19 force damage.
But in typical Zelviri fashion, she forgot to curse first to add extra damage.
She didn't tell me to use Curse. She only told me to use Eldritch Blast.
Oh my god.
She didn't ask how big the room was.
She said,
Yep.
"Just cast Eldritch Blast."
Yep. Exactly. So that's...
And then
Oh,
she
Jesus
cast curse on
Christ.
all of us.
All right. Okay. So I think that's all she can do.
Oh, I forget. Poe has like magical claws or some shit, right? How are you gonna attack a ghost?
I mean,
Magic weapons allow you to hit ghosts unimpeded.
And I have a tattoo that makes my, or not the, I forget. I think it's something. I think it was the tattoo that makes my.
He's
Bite
got some
magic.
ability that makes his bite attack magic.
Mm-hmm.
So he could literally rip this thing's throat out with his teeth,
Yeah, I mean, like,
even though it's a ghost.
the description says that his
Unless
his,
he,
like, jaw
unless
stretches out.
something fun happens, he rolls like a nat 1 on attack. Then we'll see.
Yep.
So it's Vazik's turn.
Yay.
So he's slightly surprised, I assume.
A little
we
bit.
walk in and we just blast them.
It's like I opened the door and Zell was like, anyway, I just started blasting.
Well, Zell could have Zell shot from there. Would she have to move in slightly? Does she have vision?
5,
It-
10,
it's
15,
pretty
20,
long range. It's
25,
120
30,
foot for
35, 40,
Eldritch.
45, 15, 55, 60, 65. Yeah, no, it's still within her range, because
Well,
if I'm
does
not
she have
mistaken...
vision, though? Because is it still dark in here? Since we're in...
no, this is someone's home.
Okay. I wasn't certain.
Yeah,
Fair.
this is someone's home. There should be lights in here, but I still don't know how to implement that feature, so...
Fair.
Anyway. So...
So wait, okay, so we're in somebody's home, so don't fireball.
Yes, fire.
Yes.
Well, it's like a few squares behind us and to the side or whatever is like where that sad family is.
Yeah, but I mean, he's far enough away that they wouldn't be affected by the fireball, but their
All of their
personal-
stuff would be.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't fireball.
I thought Ken was a nice enough guy to not even have to question that.
Don't worry, guys. Fireball,
I-
4th level. Fine.
I have to question it.
Do this.
So,
I can do
Vazik telekinetically grabs a chair and throws it at Poe.
Okay. Can
Poe,
I?
your AC is 16, right?
Yeah. Oh, so it's actually an attack. Gotcha.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's an
yeah.
attack roll.
Trying to think. It's based on Dex and Strength, actually, right? So
Yep.
What?
would that have gone up from? Because my Dex
Are
went
you
up.
like a new class that's based on strength? Because I thought you're not a barbarian that deals with con.
I forget what
Oh
it
no,
was.
it's con because you're
It's
barbarian.
sorry, con, but also Dex. I thought because of
Yeah, it's the two of them. That's why.
As long as you're
yeah.
not wearing armor, it's Dex and con mod.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
It's like I don't know anyone
Yeah.
who has AC off of strength.
So it should be what 10 plus that or
Yeah, 10 plus the modifier.
So your strength is 5 and your con is 2, so 17. I don't know why your AC is labeled as 16,
strength?
but
I thought
Because
it's
I thought
Dex, not strength.
it isn't
No,
dynamically
Dex.
it's not dynamically calculating it for
It's
some reason.
it's 15, not 16.
Well, why was mine set to 16 prior then? Because I
Do you
thought I
have
had
some kind?
something.
Do you have some kind of equipment like a
I'm
ring of
wondering if
protection or something like
I'm
that?
wondering if I had something. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Let's see.
Like if you have a cloak of protection or something like that, it would make sense.
Does the insignia of claws give it to you?
I have a cloak of protection. I think that was
That's why it was 16.
Yep.
Okay.
You're not wearing
Fair enough.
armor, but you got a schmancy cloak on.
Yep. Okay, so it is supposed to be 16, and it missed.
Yay.
Not by much, mind you, but it missed. And that is its turn.
Does this slightly upset Poe that this attempt was made?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna fucking rage when it's my turn.
Unfortunately for the people who own this home, their chair is ruined.
Could have been worse. It's
Yep.
just a chair.
V is going to toll the dead. No, wait, it's not V's turn.
Yeah, I thought it was Poe, then
No,
Tibble, then
no.
V.
It was Poe, then Tibble, then V.
Yeah, I thought so.
I mean,
So
Tibble has
Poe,
mending, so if things break, he can help out.
that's
Let's see.
fair.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure V has mending too.
Hey, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of broken shit. They'll both be needed.
Yeah.
You know, after doing these side quests, I might actually be able to fire 4 Eldritch Blasts. I just thought of that.
All right. So I'm trying to see here. Hold on. I've had new abilities since we've and one specifically I'm going to be using when I enter rage in just a moment. So if I recall, yeah. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I just realized the only reason you can tell where Vasic is because there's a swirling of objects centered on that mass. Vasic himself is invisible.
So
Mm.
basically, as part of my, so I'm gonna basically, in a rage, I can move half my speed as part of the bonus action. So I'm gonna move. Let's see. Hold on for 10.
Does that mean he still has the invisibility condition on him, so we have disadvantage on the attack?
Yep, it is
That's
permanently on
20
him.
feet, and everyone
I
is
didn't
still.
realize it, and I'm not going to re-roll Zelveri's attacks.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So
I am way too lazy for that.
I'm going to then so as a bonus part of the bonus action, rage. I'm going to call of the hunt, and I can choose 2 creatures because I have a con mod of 2 within 30 feet. I gain 5 temporary hit points for each creature that accepts this feature, which the feature is. You gain a benefit. When you get hit with a target, when you hit a target with an attack roll and deal damage to it, the creature you can roll a d6 and gain bonus to the damage equal to the number rolled.
So
Neat.
you're giving 2 of us optionally more
Extra
damage on
damage.
attack rolls.
Yep.
Who are you
So,
offering it to? All of us in range.
Yeah, so that's what I'm not entirely sure would be the best option on that point, but I'm not sure if that's that's probably my choice. So I'll do let's see. Do Tibble and
Oh
Ken, I
man, you
guess.
should definitely do Vasic.
Okay. Sure.
He's not within 30 feet.
Yeah, he's not within 30 feet,
He's
so
not
too
within
bad. I'll do Tibble and Ken, I guess.
I accept, but out of character, Tibble was a bad option.
Oh.
He only attacks once.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's only you only get to use it once anyway, so.
Oh, it's literally a one-time thing?
Yeah, it's on the next attack that hits.
Oh, okay, that works then.
When you hit
So
a
if he
target with
uses
an-
Eldritch Blast, it only works for one of the blasts.
Oh, sorry. No, it says until the range ends.
Oh,
Wait.
all right.
So that
well,
means if you run out of
never
range
All
of
right,
us,
once on you can use it once per turn.
All right. So I mean, it's still only once, but you can keep using it until the rage ends.
Mhm.
Yep. So,
So, all right, that ain't too bad.
yeah, we'll just do that. And then, so that's my bonus action move. I'm now going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30 for my actual movement. And then I'm gonna enrage, and I'm already raged, so I'm just gonna bite it
With
ass. I guess.
disadvantage
Oh, is it disadvantage?
Are you
because
gonna,
it's invisible, which I didn't notice until after I had done all the damage and stuff. So,
are you gonna
Fair enough.
recklessly do that?
huh?
Are you gonna recklessly attack him?
Um,
Make it a normal attack instead?
Because
uh,
if you reckless attack, it'll be a straight roll as opposed to a
that's
disadvantage roll.
fair. Yep. So and it gives them advantage on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that. All right. So reckless attack and oof.
13 hits.
Oh, really? Damn. All right.
Yep.
And then that. Let's see. Trying to remember how here we go. Yeah, add the rage damage. So that's 12, 16 damage for that one. And then
And
I'm.
he's gone.
You killed him with your modifier. Everything else was irrelevant.
Oh,
Damn, he was weak.
okay.
There was no point in almost any of that.
Yep.
Well, we didn't know that
I mean-
beforehand.
Also, to be fair, normal citizens couldn't deal with it, and Jagger is stuck in that area. He's basically bound to the monument he sits atop, so he couldn't come deal with it.
If we level up again,
I-
I need to change one of my Eldritch invocations because I'm pretty sure there's one that lets me see invisible things, and I was going to take it last level.
Well, which site or something?
Well,
Think so.
I have.
Yeah, witch sight. Devil
I have-
sight allows us to see in magical darkness. Witch sight lets you see. Oh, please tell me this only does the.
Ethereal,
Okay,
invisibility.
Well,
Yeah, it lets you see through invisible things.
The only
well, I have
bad
good
thing about
news,
that-
guys. My rage doesn't end anymore unless I fall unconscious or choose to end it. So.
So Tibble and Ken permanently have this until our long rest, basically.
What is everybody's passive perception?
Do you
11.
keep having to ask this?
6. I don't think it's changed. So 16.
18.
My wisdom hasn't changed, so pretty sure, yeah.
23.
I'm gonna put it in chat.
Yeah, go for it. That's fine. It works.
So Poe, yes. Tybalt, yes. Rathmorn, definitely.
I have no idea for Zell.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
Zell.
16 or something.
Zell, I remember has the same as Ken, and
Oh, same
V is V does not see. I don't think. Let me double check.
He doesn't have eyes.
He doesn't have eyes. You are correct. Give 1 second.
1.
All right, fucking. V, what is your perception? Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
10.
No, V does not see it. So it's just Poe, Tibble, and Raph. You notice what appears to be a hole in the wall that was covered up, unbeknownst to the occupants of this house. So you might be able to investigate that if you want.
Yeah, Tibble would. He would want to make sure there's no other undead threats.
Would that be
Well.
an investigation check?
You found the husband's porn stash.
Or would
So-
we have a passive investigation check?
Technically, there is, if you want to consider it that. Same thing as passive insight or perception, like D&D Beyond shows
Yeah,
passive
it's just
investigation.
Yeah, it's just investigation. Your investigation stat plus 10, but
Whoa, what do we?
Looking inside of it, you see what appears to be a small Zirkwood chest.
I'm gonna wreck it.
I mean,
Okay,
you could
Ralph.
open it.
No, that's a different franchise. This is Poe.
Yeah, you're supposed to say skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Exactly.
There you go. That's the right catchphrase.
God.
So, opening the chest, you can see what appears to be 8 tiny rubies.
Wait, should we be doing this? This is just something hidden in their house.
They didn't know it was there.
But
No, they didn't.
Shouldn't we be like,
Yes,
hey?
it was explained to us as he specifically said to us it was unbeknownst to the people who lived here.
But how would we know that?
Because we noticed.
Because they didn't notice it until you basically went, hey, there's a hole over here. They went, there is? And you took the chest out and they went, oh, well, since you got rid of the poltergeist in our house, you could keep whatever's in that hole.
Okay, so there was no indication that that happened. It seemed like we just came in and were like, hey, what's this thing? Without them even knowing what was going on.
We also didn't know it was a treasure thing. We could have known, for all we knew, it was a tunnel down to where other poltergeists were.
Yeah.
It could have also been a phylactery for him, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. But investigating it was the smart thing to do.
How many were there again?
8 tiny rubies.
And we don't know the price until we get it appraised, correct?
No, if only you knew someone who could do that for you.
Yeah.
Only if we had
Shame.
only if we had a hookup over here in town who was someone who knew jewels.
Yeah, maybe.
If only.
Hey, Kazoo.
Before leaving the household, even if they don't want to help, Tibble would stay behind and try to fix stuff with mending for the people in the house.
That's fine. Surprisingly, not a lot was broken. It was mostly just the chair and a
I
table.
look down at the chair. No! I smash it together, trying to piece it like quickly, and then I just shove it on the ground, and then just falls apart again.
That's why Tibble uses literal magic wood to do that.
You're making it worse. Don't break the chair more.
Angry.
So
I don't know what you said, but it didn't sound like skadoosh.
He said angry because he's still a
Oh.
raging barbarian because it literally does not end until he falls down.
Unless he
or he chooses to end it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't go blind with rage.
Har har. But he's he's literally a raging barbarian.
I want cake. I run out of the house.
Does he know what cake is? Do deep gnomes even have cake?
Cake exists in this.
V conjures an image of cake using prestidigitation.
Cake.
Oh yeah, you can't just have handheld minor illusions with that spell, huh?
But it's just an image.
It's like a cat with a red dot.
I swipe at it.
It's like a cat with a red dot, except instead of it being a red dot and a cat, it's Poe and the illusion of cake.
Is it a lie?
It's not
Yes,
alive.
yes, it is. So, anywho, they thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
They thank you for. Oh man, Ken, so kind of you to show up instead of that really weird cowboy-looking dude.
I forgot to change my name thing.
How,
Uh-huh.
I don't know why
So-
it defaults like that. I hate it. Leave it the way
So,
I had it last time.
You can change that, I think.
They thank you for assisting in their exorcism and mending their shit. So after that, I'm assuming you go and tell Jagger that you set Vazik to rest.
Yeah, although it's one of those things that's like, I'm really confirming what he probably already knows himself, because if he could feel that these things need to get done, he probably felt that it was already done.
when you get back, before you even say anything, he thanks you for taking care of that. It's a shame you couldn't stop him before he turned into an undead, but I guess there's nothing he could really do about it at this point, so laying him to rest is the best. In any event, there's still one more task to complete.
I look intently at one of the gnomes with raging red eyes.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Does your
They
eyes
call
actually change?
security on you.
Do your eyes actually change color during rage?
I believe so, actually.
If anything,
Because I'm
they
not
turn
sure about
more
your race.
bestial,
I'm not sure how that works.
but you already are bestial, so.
You know,
Do you genuinely
So-
look at someone with rage? You want? Does Poe want to get the popo on us? Come on now.
She's like, I don't like your look in particular.
So,
I
you
look
guys,
down at the gnome.
I'm assuming you guys head towards the Diggermatics now.
Yeah, it seemed more urgent than the putting to rest kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So I guess take your route.
And
That
it was
one.
here.
So where Tibble is again.
Am I stopped again?
Uh,
At least for the exploration.
Does this place have a number?
it does.
It's probably number 8 or 9.
So you notice a heavily armed and armored barricade here.
Are there guards there?
Since we're at
There are 8 guards and 4 cave badgers guarding that gate.
That's not currently of his concern, so Tibble just will keep a wide berth.
There.
Fair enough.
It's like that's later Tibble's problem.
Later, Tibble is like, damn you, past Tibble.
Kinda, but he doesn't know that yet, so it's okay.
Heck.
Oh, that's going to be a fun quest. Alrighty. So, making your way downtown, walking fast, yada yada, something something meme.
Faces past.
Okay, so really quick, this area is labeled as 12A. This is 12B, and this is 12C.
Why is it organized like that?
Hold on.
So there's
If you
even
think
more than
that's dumb,
27.
this is Area 13, but it gets even dumber because only 12A actually has anything associated with it.
That sounds like lazy writing.
So, so up here is the thing.
Deading.
24 or so Svefferblim occupy this well-lit cavern, some moving briskly with messenger pouches in hand, while others huddle around several stone tables covered in maps and other papers, talking in hushed, serious tones. The back of the room is dominated by a dais carved from the rock of the cavern, atop which rest 2 stone desks facing each other. 2 of them, one male, one female, sit behind the desk, conferring with advisors and each other. They turn their attention to you as they enter. Let's see.
it's been a while comparatively for the player rather than the character, but Tibble would probably know the details of what the Whisker people over there wanted to have info for. Like, go be a diplomat for us for this reason. It's like, okay.
So
But
they
it's like
don't
less
get
than a day
kicked
ago
out.
for Tibble, so he would remember, but I don't.
Same.
So they don't get kicked out, or at least have them stop trying to do so, basically.
Oh yeah, you take session notes. We should probably do that.
I don't take session notes. I just record the session and then look back at them if I have a question about what happened.
You must get so tired of my voice.
I rarely look back and it's like, okay. I go for like 3 seconds in it. I'm like, oh, yep, that's what happened.
Alrighty then. So they turn their attention to you as you enter, as you are clearly not from around here.
It's because we're not deep gnomes, huh?
Yeah,
Or
just a
Daddy.
little bit.
Racist.
Yeah. So let's see. So they ask, what brings you to Blingdenstone?
Cake.
No, not dick.
There were
Ah.
various reasons, but our reason for visiting you right now would be a diplomatic mission. And then he would explain the stuff about the, like, pseudo-animal people wanting the help.
The were-rats.
Yes.
To the south.
To which, after you say that, who was it?
I'm guessing that catches someone's attention.
Yes,
Probably
yes, it
all of
does.
them.
Roll initiative.
I would be
Senny,
surprised.
the female deep gnome at one of the desks, basically goes, "Ha! I thought so. I told you they deserve to have our protection and be part of our community." To which Dorbo, the other one who introduced themselves before they asked for your introductions, he's like, they don't do anything to benefit the community, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Basically raising points to eliminate them. So the Diggermatics in this case are torn between allowing the were-rats to rejoin Blingdenstone, or just pushing them out of that area so that the actual people who work in Blingdenstone have more space and more homes to occupy.
Because apparently carving into rock is just not an option.
I mean, there's already
Nope.
been cave-ins, so.
Because it's like, what the hell
There
is this
have
place
been
over
cave-ins.
here? It's more rock you can dig into.
Not necessarily. Not all of this is stable or usable rock for
Yeah,
that
well-
kind of stuff.
Well, you know what? Tibble would know a hell of a lot more than I would.
Yep.
I don't know how to use masonry tools.
Me neither.
But they are also arguing about a blocked off section of the city, specifically this area over here, and how there's issues
Which area?
and ooze attacks
We
coming
defeated
from
Noose.
over here in this area.
Oh, where we found the slime.
Yep, where the gelatinous cube snuck in.
How does the gelatinous cube sneak?
Because it's technically invisible until it starts consuming things.
Okay, that's creepy.
I mean, that's just how it is, because it has no color and it doesn't have a refractive index as liquids do. So the only way you could tell a gelatinous cube is there is if it is consuming something, because that something would be in its body moving with it. Because that's just how gelatinous cubes are. And that's one reason why they gained the nickname Dungeon Cleaners, because they will mindlessly go after just about everything in a hallway. It's hilarious. But they mention that they are interested when they were asking you stories of your adventures and what brought you here. They were mostly interested in. They perked up if you mentioned anything about your venture to find the demonic incursions.
Well, I'm not sure we shared that with him because we were just sent here on a diplomatic mission from somewhere else in town, and it's like, why are you here? It's like if we were told to go here specifically just to make a sketchy gem deal, I'm not sure it's their business to necessarily know.
Well, not necessarily that, but like after you tell them you're here on a diplomatic mission from the were-rats, they get into that argument, and then after they have the argument about the were-rats, they're like, no, I mean, you're surface dwellers. Why are you here? What are you doing in the Underdark?
I was kidnapped. Not by these guys. I want to make that clear. Not by these guys. They helped me.
No,
It was the filthy drow, wasn't it?
I mean,
I played the fifth.
Tilla just gives him like
No,
a
it
solid
was the
nod.
word.
The word.
In any event, they basically want to broker a deal with the were-rats after hearing your opinions on the matter and their opinions on the matter. As for that, they say that they do have other concerns, so dealing with the concerns throughout the city would help them out a lot. You've already helped them weigh in on the were-rat issue. The next thing is the fucking flood of oozes that keep showing up.
And this is like their
And
capital city or something, right?
Yeah, if you're able to help them with that, they would reward you handsomely for it.
Tibble doesn't know what he's missing out on, so he was sent here on the diplomatic mission. So it's one of those. If we help you, it's like he would be happy with just you officially declaring that you will be okay with the rare rats again.
You just need to know. No genocide.
It's like you don't know what you don't know. It's like you don't know what you're missing out on. Exactly, someone okay with missing out on it.
So you guys have helped them with the were-rat issue. You could basically go and turn that quest in if you wanted to. The next thing that they are asking you for help with, because you are clearly competent enough to solve issues around the city, is to help them get rid of the ooze issue that's happening in town. They're not sure why it's happening. They just know that it's coming from in what you guys see as the multicolor area, even though
It's Ivan.
technically you're not supposed to see it, but whatever.
It's Ivan. I bet it's Ivan.
I want to watch that movie again. That's a good movie.
God, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Same.
Ivan Ooze. I used to watch that movie a lot.
Me too.
Based on context, Tibble would have no issue to go back there and investigate and help.
Yep. Let's do it. It keeps them from killing the were-rats because that's not.
Was the door like we were really near? Was it locked? Or if it is locked, would they have some authority or way to get it open so we can go further in that way?
Oh yeah, no, it's not just locked, it's barricaded and guarded. Like they don't
Okay.
want anybody opening that door.
It's like, but we're gonna do something about this. We have a reason to go through that door.
Yeah, so everywhere you see these big red things are blockaded and barricaded doors.
Ah.
I was gonna say
Sealing off Blingden stone from the different areas.
we could help the ghost out since we are on that side of the map, but if we want to head straight towards the ooze issue, we can.
What do you mean? What do you mean that side? All these little gray parts? They're like more rock slides and shit. It's
I
not going to
know,
be super
but-
simple or anything. If it was that simple, we could have just gotten through the rock slides in the first place.
But I mean, there are doors that we could unbarricade, but I don't know why.
But as he said, there were like badgers and like 8 guards and shit by at the door by me.
Oh, we could ask him. Why is this unlocked?
Granted, it's one of those. He's on a mission.
Yeah.
And it's like if they're minding their own business and not trying to disturb Tibble from doing his mission, he's fine with like letting them be. He doesn't seem to have a reason. He doesn't see a reason to be rude to them. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing over here? Or what are you guarding? What's so important?" And it's like that's not his style.
So, I mean, if you inquire as to whether they would let you through here, the guards say no. But as you walk away, the captain of the guard does speak to you.
What does he
His name
say?
is Sark Axebarrel.
God, these names are dumb.
I know, right?
Yes,
Great
thanks.
names. Anyway, so Sark tells you that the reason it is barricaded here and under such heavy guard and they're not letting people in is because there's a monster roaming around in these caverns back here that has been killing people left and right. So they can't let the general populace in. If
we
you
need that
solve the
general
issue with that monster, not only will they handsomely reward you, but if you agree to go in there and at least attempt to take care of it, even if you don't take care of it, if you can find out information about it, he will allow you in and allow you out.
I mean,
That seems reasonable. And
do have to go over there.
oh yeah, that for the putting to rest thing, yeah.
it's like we have to go both areas at some point, unless we want to just leave the ghost.
The funny thing is that this area is pseudo connected to the other problem area. This part isn't a cave-in, it's broken stairs.
So it's technically passable.
You'd have to scale it, but yes.
Man, it's like we got people that use
Scale or
teleportation.
like teleport up there.
I mean, teleport, scale it in some way, shape, or form, magical or mundane.
Arcane Gate.
Arcane Gate works.
How many of those do you have per long rest?
1.
It's still the same long rest, dude.
Wait, I thought we long rested. We long rested since. Okay, I guess I can't
No,
Arcane Gate
sorry.
right now.
So far, to my knowledge, the only things that have been used is your arcane gate and the plane shift, and that's it.
That is literally it.
Well, except for like the rage.
Well, yeah, but that's only a.
But that's not. That's apparently not going to end. And you know, what's got me really concerned is he's screaming about wanting cake. This party's caked up.
Hey, my
Just tell him
cake
to
is
look
protected and not fully seen under my plate armor. Tibble is safe.
And one of us is sorely lacking in the cake department.
Painfully
Mhm.
Although
accurate.
still somehow ended up getting half a cake.
I'm also
So,
lacking.
you know, who
I'm
knows?
also lacking in getting my cake, so I'd like cake, please.
One of the rewards might be cake. It could be anything. It could even
But-
be cake.
But it is a lie.
Well, the one that V had was a lie.
I can also minor illusion some cake to keep him distracted if I need to.
In any event, so do you guys agree to help them out, et cetera, et cetera?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Why not?
All right, cool. So if that's the case,
Killing people is wrong.
then he allows you through. He gives you a set of code words to basically indicate that you are the people he is letting in and will let out, assuming you survive.
What if I just come back later on and use etherealness to go through the door?
That is entirely up to you. That being said, he does mention that mirrors have been used to great effect in here. So be careful.
While
Are we
walking
fighting
into
a
the area, do
coordinate?
we see anything out of the ordinary?
So the way this is broken up, you guys are technically on a different map, so I have to pull up a different different section of the book. So give me just a minute.
With the statement about the mirror, I would pull out my steel mirror.
Okay. Oh God. All right. So every step echoes against the walls beyond your circle of light. The air is cold and damp, and you can hear a waterfall somewhere in the blackness, along with faint echoes of battle.
Is this supposed to imply that we have a torch and that we're not just all dark visioning it?
Yep,
I was about to say that.
good shit, yo.
Who needs torches?
Because
when you can see?
there are no playable races with dark vision. I have no idea what gave you that idea.
Yeah,
I chose one of the few that doesn't have
what the
it.
hell? Like, what? I can't see anything in here. Like,
Man, we even got a human in the group, and he can see.
all I
What's
see is
going
someone's
on?
ass moving side to side in front of me.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how. You're a lot taller than that, and you know it, Flower. And it's like, are you looking down that much?
Wait, how tall is Poe again?
What?
I
I
say
like
something.
cake.
Well, you can't have mine.
I mean, you rolled like what? You were Ken was one of the 10s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 3 10s are in a line.
Yep.
Yeah, Tibble only got like a 7. It's fine though. No one's gonna notice in his armor.
Wait,
I think it was 8.
I could have
wasn't it?
sworn there was like 3 10s, there was a 9,
Which was
there was
Zal,
the 5.
which was V.
Which was me. I swear, if he rolled a 10, though, I would have been like,
Stole it.
But you packed
He
it
stole
back
it.
there.
Like, hey, it's just big boned.
So, yeah, you guys can, outside of the range of your dark vision, you can hear fighting going on.
Wait, how far away? Because remember, my dark vision is 120.
Yeah.
Outside of that range, too.
Oh.
Damn. Then you said there was another map?
Like, so, the way it's broken up, this area is one map, this area is one map,
Oh. Okay.
this area is one map, this area is one map, and this area is one map.
Why did they separate it out like that normally? Instead of having you
I don't
draw
know.
walls everywhere.
What direction is sound coming from?
It appears to be coming from towards the waterfall. Because you can hear the waterfall, you just can't see it from where you are.
Okay. Yeah, because even if it's dark, Tipple, like being defensive, like he would have his like plate helmet on, and so it's one of those plate helmets where I want to always imagine it's not like where you can see the face of the person still. It's like one of those. It's like a slit where you can't even see their eyes or anything. But I'm sure there's gonna be some mechanic thing of like, no, you can see their eyes and you have their eyes open. It's like, oh, of course. But he has a helmet on, and he would head toward the sound until he can actually start seeing
Okay.
what's going on.
And then
And
I'd
Ken,
follow
in typical
slowly.
fashion, will stay behind the tank.
I
So
don't even have to go slow.
as you get to here, which isn't very far into the room, really,
It's not really, no.
suddenly the ghost of a Spheferblim shows up. A deep gnome ghost.
What was the name of the partner?
Like Undhar or whatever.
Is that who this
Duhast?
is? Whichever it is.
Udhask.
Duhast. Yes. Got it.
Is this...
Ken's too nice to be like that, and you know it.
I'm not. I'm not too nice to make those jokes.
Ken does not make those jokes.
You realize that means two things in German, right?
Look, I'm just referencing Rammstein. That's it.
I know it means you have
It's a good song.
or you hate. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Good song. In
It would
any
be better
event,
if I actually spoke more German.
Same.
That's the only reason I don't listen to them on.
I
Like,
was
great.
first in. Yeah, I first heard it in my German class.
German has some really fun words,
Yeah.
like Voltersobtigkeit.
That, and you can almost make up any words you want by just combining words in German.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take German in high school, but they were like, "Oh, sorry, German was full, so we put you in French." And I'm like,
Yes, 'cause
Cool.
those two are the same
So-
thing.
I'm
So
not
I
gonna
was
pay any
very
attention.
I was very upset with my high school because the year before I entered my high school, they removed Japanese as a language. And the
Same.
year, hold on,
Yep.
the year after I left, they brought it back.
Oh, fuck
Mhm.
them.
Yep.
Same thing happened the year before. I
And
don't
it
know
was
if they
too
brought it
late
back.
for my major to even basically take it. And the worst part is
Oh,
the
it
same
made me
shit
so
happened
mad.
at college. I went to my college and I wanted to take it there, but the professor left. I was like,
Yep.
for fuck's sake.
Yep, it upset me greatly. In any event, so Udhast,
Hey,
you
guys,
don't know this,
go
you
ahead.
don't know that it is him, but uh, a ghost of a deep gnome comes out and attacks Tibble.
Oh, I guess.
Okay,
You know,
what was,
I need,
it's a 22 AC.
Forget it.
first, I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
This is against frightened, so if you have advantage on that, etc.
Nope.
well, apparently I'm scared.
And apparently I rolled a really, really bad roll. I rolled the same as you.
What are you guys talking about? I
We
don't know
both
what's
rolled a
going on.
3.
Yeah.
You rolled my modifier.
I don't think I have bonus for this, so I guess I'll just.
Oh, you did both roll 3. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's
Well,
It's
I
so
think-
pathetic. This is so bad. I
You're
have a
still
plus 8,
raging.
but it doesn't fucking matter.
So,
I think Rage has something.
Raph, you passed. Zell passed, and Poe passed.
It's like either Rage says, "Hey, you can't be frightened," or you have advantage. I believe, and you should still be raging, right?
Yeah, he's still raging. So, I mean, either way, he passed, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I couldn't have been surprised. I can't be surprised.
It's not about surprise. It's about being afraid.
I mean,
Well, that's what I mean. Like, why does it have to be like we're being frightened?
Oh
and not
my God.
surprised?
Ken, you are so fucking lucky.
you
why?
barely passed.
If you had gotten one less, you would have been fucked royally.
There's like a layer system to it. To like, if you roll an 8 or lower, you're screwed.
I guess it's
If you
another
fail by
fear.
5 or more, you age by 10, 20, 30, or 40 years.
Oh damn!
And as a
he's
human, oh my goodness, oof.
You know what? That wouldn't be too bad though, because at most he would have ended up like 62 years old.
Fair.
I know, but it would have come as a shock, and that probably would have surprised him.
Actually, no, wait, nope, sorry. Ken's 30. I forgot about that. So he would have ended up 70 at most.
That would not be a fun time for Ken down here with all these rocks and walking and whatnot, dude.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, my dad is 75 and he still
Wait.
gets around, so.
Is it too late to ask Mr. Belial for a little help?
Considering how far we've already come, and you waited this long to do it, I would say yes, because he already warned you about what would have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot I could do that.
To be fair, you so you both are frightened for 1 minute. However, you repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
So the ghost is just letting us stand here and letting that happen.
Well, first it attacks Tibble because Tibble was in the lead.
So does that mean I roll initiative?
I mean, I feel like we
After
all
it
roll
attacks.
initiative.
Okay, does it hit me?
Not even close.
I would be surprised if it did.
Can we
So
see this?
now we do initiative.
Yeah, is this one invisible?
No.
Good to know.
Second.
Oh my god, a good initiative roll. Holy
But
shit.
you're attacking with disadvantage.
I mean, oh yeah, since it's not, you won't have to get close for Eldritch Blast.
No, but he's still afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's an
V
attack
and
roll.
Zell are definitely not going to be factoring into this fight.
Good.
They both got nat 1.
V got a nat 1. Zell got a 6 in total.
And
Good.
knowing how
She's
the
not
last
here.
ghost went.
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
mean it kind of makes sense. She is AFK. So Ken, you're up. Go.
So, I do have disadvantage on my attacks.
Because
Okay.
you are frightened, yes.
Nice. I think that-
29 still
Holy-
hits, though. A 24 still hits.
You're supposed to roll disadvantage.
And a 24, 24 still hits.
Hey, Helsing have a fucking plus 13 apparently. Shit.
Yeah, because I got the thing from the Myconids, and I have the Rod of the Pack Keeper.
And a 20 in charisma.
Yep.
And each of these is what, plus 4 or 5 or something?
+5, so 10, 6.
I thought there was a
6.
button you can press to not have to add that.
I do.
So
but
you dealt 22 damage in total.
Yeah, I can do that, but it instead of it the first one, it wouldn't just say 10; it would say 5 + 5, and I don't.
So what
like
you're
doing
telling me
that.
is you also didn't hex this person to deal extra damage.
I'm. Shut up.
Wah, wah.
After you talked about that earlier.
So, after you hit him, everyone, they're coming! We must hide! And then he disengages and runs away into what appears to be a burrow over here. You can tell because there's a little black mark right there.
Yeah, because there's definitely not little black marks everywhere.
Nope,
So-
definitely not. Shut up.
So it happens immediately after it Ken hits, and so it's still Ken's turn.
Yes. Sounds like.
Well, it's after. It yells that during Ken's turn, but after Ken's turn, it runs away.
So would you do anything before it runs away, Ken?
Well, I was thinking of hexing it after the fact, but the fact that it ran away, that it's going to run away, there's no.
Your character wouldn't know that at the time.
Yeah. But
Would you
I-
hex?
nah.
If I hunter's
Probably not,
marked
I already
could've
wasted it.
Tracked it.
So you're
Already
saying you don't think it's going to need Eldritch Blasting anymore whatsoever? Just no hex at all?
I
To be fair, you dealt a solid amount of damage to it. It probably wouldn't survive another. It probably wouldn't survive to your next turn.
You don't know that.
Well, based
So
off
I'm-
of the last ghost, yes.
I was about to say, based off the last thing you guys fought that looked like this, yeah, no, I think he does know that.
The only question is, why did it attack us for no reason and then run like a little bitch baby?
Sounded like it's trying to protect other ghosts, maybe. But that isn't what we were sent to fight, I don't think. The ghosts.
Yeah.
No, we were just supposed to find what's his name's remains.
Well, I mean,
And a monster.
from the monster side of things.
Yeah,
Which,
I'm
by
off
the way,
there.
you guys, it was moving slow enough for you guys to follow it and see where it went. So
Was the sound near the waterfall gone then? Because you were saying it was a sound of a fight kind of thing.
Also, when did we see something? I don't recall seeing.
We didn't see. We heard only. And then the
you
first thing we
only
s-
heard the fighting and the waterfall. Then this deep gnome ghost jumped out and then ran into a hovel
Yeah.
after it failed its attack and made two of you frightened of it.
And then is it that fighting sound still
As for the sounds of fighting, they disappear after the deep gnome goes into the hovel.
after it yelled out?
Yep.
Let's still
So
investigate
who's
that
after
area.
Ken?
Who's on fourth?
God.
I don't know.
I think me.
This is what turn order things are good for, man.
No, I'm. It was. Who's on fourth? I don't know.
I
It-
know, but it's like
it's
who's out?
whole.
Who
No,
is
that was
after
bad.
Ken?
No. It's Raph.
Yeah. How far can
Well,
I move?
it was the deep gnome, then it's Raph,
Yeah.
and the deep gnome went.
Mm-hmm. How far
Deep
can
gnome
I
shat
move?
its pants.
I have 40 feet.
Ethereally.
I could do that if you want.
But what would Raph want?
To see if there's any signs of the battle that we heard from further away. But I don't know how far I can actually get. Before.
Yeah, because we're not on the chart, so it's like when you say like teleport 30 feet with like your missy step kind of thing, it's like how far would that even be?
It's like I could go here, and then that would, and then I got a dash.
Yeah, don't worry too much about distances on it at this point.
I know.
If only because it's not being super great.
And then we don't have anybody nearby, so it's basically just normal.
So moving there, you could see into the hovel. It looks like the door has been smashed in.
From what it sounded like, was the fighting further along, or was it close to where I am?
So while you guys were walking, it always sounded like it was at the edge of your vision. Once the deep gnome that attacked you ran into the hovel, the fighting sound stopped. So to Ken, the fighting sounded 120 feet away, but to Tibble, it sounded 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
This is freaky.
I mean, they are ghosts, so. Can
How
I?
long
But
did it
now
go
at this point, it sounds eerily quiet.
Can I look in my
Way
mirror?
too quiet.
Can I look into my mirror? He said that mirrors have been helpful.
Yes. Okay.
I do have a steel mirror.
You do have a steel mirror, and you have a 23 passive perception.
Yes, I do.
Which is actually very relevant. Give me 1 second.
I guess it's a good thing I got a mirror.
Shit. I didn't know Raph was so vain.
Well,
You notice something move up here, but it was only for a second.
Will I be able to move over there, or not really since I moved here?
I was about to say, not really. So you've got two choices. Either you can start moving up here, or you can start moving to the hovel over here.
I mean, he said that the thing that we're trying to find for the monster helped with the mirrors, so I would say go towards the stairs.
Okay.
Would you dash or would like to seeing the mirror in action?
Yes, that is the question.
Not only that, but would you let the rest of the party know that you saw movement over there?
Yeah, if I can't move over there, I would do so. If I can move over there, then I would just go over there.
Yeah, like a master tracker still needs some backup sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm. Like if I can.
So you managed to get to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
And from where you are standing, it almost looks like starlight cast on the ceiling of the cave in that area.
So glowing mushrooms, maybe.
Possibly. Maybe something else you don't know yet.
As he gets to the bottom, he would say, "Up this way."
Okay.
Alrighty. So up next we have Poe.
Yep. I actually was thinking I was going to go up the stairs myself.
Okay.
Think there might be cake up there?
So are we picking like how are we actually calculating steps is the question.
Each of those steps is roughly 5 to 10 feet. So it's a pretty long staircase.
So I would be able to get here with 40 feet?
Are you dashing?
Roughly.
I'm debating.
Because if you dash, you could make it to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I guess I'll. That's using what an action, I guess.
It's an action.
Mm,
Yeah,
Unless
unless
you're
you have a
special.
spell or inherent other ability to let you go with a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Like rogues or monks.
Or if you're a
Or
cat.
warlocks.
Sure.
Or if
I'll
you're a
bonus
cat.
action. See, I can make it to the top. Sorry, I mean I'll action to dash. It's up there.
Okay. So light from bioluminescent fungi reflect through large crystal formations erupting from the floor, creating a kaleidoscope of colors on the surrounding walls. The crystals are semi-transparent, slightly distorting images seen through them. A statue of a gnome cowers near a crystal growth, holding a broken crystal in its hands.
And that's where in the room? Is that
So,
thing
by the
that's
way, that
over?
being this entire area up here is well lit, so dark vision isn't a factor here. To answer
Gotcha.
your question, it's near this partition of wall. So, like,
Alright.
this is a stalagmite that goes
I'll share
nearly
my
to the ceiling.
I'll
It's
share
by
my
the
findings
mouth.
with
Just like yell down the stairs.
Rathmore and the party back there. Yeah.
And what was Poe's perception again? A
16.
night?
That's a perception, or
Yeah, it was
16.
16.
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, lordy. Did they give me this token at least? Please. Good God, there's so many of these. So, not there. Oh God, they did give me a token for it. It's not a named one, unlike the one that it says in the book, but you know what? Whatever, it's fine.
At least gave you something.
Other than the deep gnome cowering in the corner with a crystal, you don't notice anything else up here.
You said statue, right?
It appears to be yes.
Oh.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. All
I
right.
mean, I can't do anything. Sorry, someone was messaging me something. What did I see? I so apologize.
You see what appears to be the statue of a deep gnome cowering in a corner with a broken
Oh, that I
crystal in its
saw.
hands.
That I saw. No, I thought
You
you were
don't appear
doing
to
something
see
else.
anything else up here.
Okay, gotcha. Apologies. All right. I mean, I can't really do anything else. So
So if that's the case, it moves to Tibble. Do you chase the deep gnome or do you follow
I
Rathmore?
can't chase the deep gnome. It would be consciously going toward the source of my fear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
I
reminds
forgot.
me. Ken, at the end of your turn, you need to make another whiz save to see if you break the fear.
Yeah, because it's like I literally can't
Also,
chase after the deep gnome.
actually, no, you don't, because fear effects only last for as long as you can see the source of the fear.
So no save. We're
It
just
disappeared from sight.
so we're immediately not
So
afraid.
neither of you are afraid of it anymore.
So even if we
Okay.
see it again, we're not afraid.
Yep. Actually, the funny thing is if you do see it again, you're immune to the fear effect from that specific ghost for 24 hours. So
If I dash and teleport, can I get like right near Poe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of my face step charges.
All right. You see everything I have previously described.
Yeah, but I can't move anymore, so it's fine.
But he has an 18.
He does.
Do I notice
It
anything
doesn't
that Poe didn't for whatever reason?
Nope.
Okay,
You
Mr.
do
20
have an 18.
Yeah, Mr. 23 hasn't come up here yet, so.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Do
Zell is.
Would you allow me to make an intelligence check if I can put like 2 and 2 together for like mirrors were useful? Hey, there's crystals. Hey, there's a statue holding a broken crystal.
Not yet.
Damn.
So Zell is going to move there because she told me that she's only going to be using Eldritch Blast, nothing else from her, because there's no target, and because V got a nat 1, he skips his turn. Top of the order.
Ken.
So
Ken.
I just be like, I'm going to ask Raph permission to take him through a dimension door to get him up to where everybody else is.
Sure.
You have to like designate so far away, and if you can't see the terrain to know the terrain of how flat or where the crystal clusters are, how do you know where you're going to come out at?
He can see the top of the stairs where Poe is. Because
Okay.
remember, your tokens aren't actually taking up all that room.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna to save us like the movement and
It's like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm going to do
something.
this. You willing? But it's like the thing is, can you yank him in the dimension door, or does it have to is it one of those things that's like have to move on his own accord kind of thing?
I'm pretty sure it just says
It says you may bring one willing creature.
Okay.
your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within.
I'm always confused about the whole willingness and the time frame of it during combat.
So I'll just I'll ask him just like, you want to just teleport up there with them? Get up there pretty quick.
Sounds good.
One spell. Obviously, I move close enough to him to do it, and then we
Yep,
just
and then you do the thing.
And
Boop.
end up,
I'm not sure the spell Dimension Door needs a spell save DC.
if you do it unwillingly to somebody.
Like, get over here! Like, what?
You know what?
Or
Hey.
get away.
Make a I don't know what the save for it is.
It
What is
literally says it at the
It's-
bottom of the spell.
I mean,
Well,
the 20 the
no, it
21.
doesn't say what kind of save.
Yeah.
Because it could be con, it could be strength, it could be whiz,
You're like,
it
I
could
don't
be
want to get yanked.
charisma,
I'm gonna yank back.
basically. So, anyway,
So Mr. 23 is up there.
Raph, the moment you step out,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello.
only Raph sees her.
Well, yeah. Fair.
Seeing as that I can see her, do I have to make any saves?
You are not within 30 feet of her right
it's
now.
30 feet. Okay.
Which, by the way, at this point,
map
I
does
am
not
going to
help us.
I'm going to have to move this to another map. So,
Fair.
Wait a minute. Was I right earlier when I said, are we fighting a Gorgon?
yes.
No, we're not.
And
Although-
anything I asked about putting 2 and 2 together, he's like, not yet.
Although 5e doesn't call them Gorgons, they call them Medusas.
Yes, because
But,
Gorgons are
yes.
the toxic mechanic bulls, basically.
Alright, so I'm doing this so I can move all of you more easily at once.
I hate things that do that because Medusa was a Gorgon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know it's a name of a person relegated to an entire species name, and it's like it's as if they don't understand the source material at all, kind of thing.
Yeah.
See, the really funny part about it is Magic the Gathering gets it right.
I think God of War got it right.
Well, yeah.
Like there was Medusa, but she was a Gorgon.
Mm-hmm. It's like you fight more Gorgons, but you can.
Like, fuck,
use
even Percy
Medusa's
Jackson got it more right.
There's plenty of things that get it right, which just makes it worse when something gets it wrong. It's like, nobody. As far as I know, Medusa's not like copyrighted or anything, or like Gorgon's not copyrighted. So it's like, just call it a Gorgon.
crystals.
It's a lot nicer than what I was gonna call them.
Gorgon.
Geometry.
More like Gorgon.
I was not going that route, but you know what? Yours is better. Let's use that.
Wait, you were going to insult the Gorgons? I thought you were going to say something about the
No, the crystal formations, his drawings.
And then we'll do this in this color. Will be there.
Does that mean we can vaguely partially like separate out because we're not all standing this clustered together?
Yeah. And then I need to do eeny meeny miny Raph. What color are the mushrooms?
Purple.
It's still technically my turn, right?
I mean,
Yes,
you
you
had
use Dimension Door to get up here.
Which is a bonus action? Or is that an action?
No, it's a full action.
Okay. It's like, it seems powerful for bonus, but I wasn't certain.
Because yeah, it's really well. He's not a sorcerer to quicken it, but yeah, it's up because it can go up to 500 feet.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it anyway?
It's still,
Still-
mine.
Still Kins.
He didn't use all his he didn't use his bonus or any of his or much of his movement. Like it was like one of those 5-foot tops kind of things.
Yeah, so I should still have 25 feet of movement and a bonus action.
There we go.
And Raph made us aware of the Medusa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever
So do
that
we split
thing-
up a little bit right now to make it a little more
yeah.
accurate?
I almost forgot the most important part.
The
That's to the
piece
top of the
that
stairs.
resistance.
The actual enemy that wants to attack us in here.
Yup.
She
She wants to moid us.
I mean, I'm assuming you characters can't see her then, but she's here.
Lagging, that would be awesome.
Any
Technically, you
row
don't
that
notice her yet until
is
he points
equal
her
to
out.
or less than pose.
So
So
I
like
would've-
this.
Yeah, I would have
This row here.
Diagonally is what you mean, right? Yeah.
Yep.
and I would have popped both of us like next to him. So
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
Raph-
So
I
because
thought-
you're pulling Raph with you, you can place Raph in any square adjacent to you that isn't Poe.
So, and I'll leave that up to you which one you want to be in, because you can
Which
probably
Zell
be
and
right
V
there.
are at the bottom of the stairs currently, so they have 80 feet before they can actually enter the fight.
Yeah, and honestly, Raph, you could put him there, and that way he's just a little bit closer.
And remember, you don't have to worry about whether you can see vision-wise, if only because in this area it is light enough.
So if you wanted
So
to put
if
Raph in front, you.
So Raph, where do you want to be?
I'll probably be about
Right there?
basically right next to him.
All right.
So, let me see. Oh,
Is that? Are you saying you want to literally try to shoot through a crystal cluster? If that's the way you're going to do it?
I mean, I can see her, right? 'Cause
You
I
can
can't-
see her.
I can't shoot. I have no action.
Well, you can't see her. She is hidden. The only reason Raph can is because he beat her stealth DC.
Because I'm.
And
that
you just
guy.
know that she exists.
Mm-hmm.
Because Raph said, hey, there's a thing.
So I can't hex her because it's a creature that I can see within range. She's within
Yep.
range, but apparently I can't see her.
Yep, nope, she's hiding.
Fuck. So I mean that's pretty much it then. Like I could move 25 feet, but I don't think me moving will allow me to see her.
Not currently.
Unless you search her
So-
out.
Maybe
Although
not,
the good
but-
news is that because you can't see her, you don't have to worry about the negative effects of seeing her.
Yeah.
And also, even if she somehow approaches me unseen, she can't. She doesn't get advantage on attacks.
Yep. By the way, Raph, one of the bigger reasons that you don't have to worry about being able to see her, even though you can see her, is your vision is being drawn through a crystal.
Lovely.
So I'll end my turn. There's really nothing I can do. I can't. I don't. I know she's here. I just don't know where.
Alrighty, if that's the case, I believe Raph is next.
So
I
you're
think.
saying if I move over,
Yes, Raph
here,
is next.
I would be able to draw line of sight, but that's probably not the best thing to do. Or does it still have to be within 30 feet? And then would I know that?
Okay, you move there.
Can I? Do I got a clear shot on her?
It's quiet.
Too
Do I got a clear-
quiet.
Can you hear me?
I guess I assumed
That's
right.
kind of the mood that we had after the gnome went away.
Yeah.
I don't think Matt's mic is working.
Is it working now?
Yes.
It is working now.
Yes. Can I
That's
get
what I
a
assumed.
clear shot onto her?
I guess you could say you have a crystal clear shot.
So it's a yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like you need to go to salt for that one.
That is not what the salt channel is for.
Then you need to make one for bad puns.
15.
Alright, let's see. 15 to hit. Just barely.
Woohoo!
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's max damage. Nice. 27.
Noise.
And I'll do it again. For 26.
Damn.
I'm surprised
Goodness.
that hit for so much.
Take out both of her eyes, and then maybe she can't turn us to stone.
That'd be
Called
considered.
shot, he'd be
yeah.
rolling with disadvantage.
You know, I'm
That being
rolling
said,
eyes.
if
Didn't
you
know it.
hit a called shot like that, it's guaranteed critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have another attack.
That was 2.
No, it has
Oh,
to be
sorry.
with a separate target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Then
Alright, so,
I would slink back
Now
over
what?
here.
fair enough. Alright. Oh yeah, I should probably roll the Medusa into the...
Oh, I thought it was last turn, basically.
No. She is not. By the way, she does have a name.
I don't think she's gonna give it to us. I don't know why.
She's a Medusa named Gorgon.
Yeah, I know, right? Nahedra. It's a very odd name. Sounds more like a dragon name than anything else. Alright, so with that, so that was Raph, so Poe is next.
You just know the general direction of where it's at. Because I shot it.
So we know it's over there. We just don't know.
Yep. I guess I'll just have to go for it. I'm gonna. Yep. So I can't do my extra movement because I'm already raged. So I guess I can't do my bonus action.
Right, take and let loose the Poe of War.
And 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And do I have to dash before movement actually, or do I?
You can choose when you want to use dash if you want to use
Okay.
dash.
Oh. I see a tip.
Just the tip.
I'll stay here.
Okay.
And I forgot to add those temporary hit points. Go ahead and do that. All right. Actually, I'm trying to think. What's the? Hold on. Let me check. Range. I see. So that's a disadvantage. Hmm. So yeah. Funny enough, I have a javelin, but I also have. Oh, hold on. Question: What's your ruling on like pulling out a weapon? Do I have to like use an action or something for that?
As part of a movement.
Gotcha. So can I like, as part of my movement, take out my light crossbow?
Sure.
All right. Um,
Keep in mind, you still haven't seen her yet.
I see a tip of something. Is that still
Well,
not enough?
you personally do, but she's hiding.
Ah,
You have to
I
spot
see.
her first.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Which
Then
could be a really
How would we go about doing that before she sees us?
that's fair. I will have to
To be
find out.
fair, she knows you guys are there already. Because Poe shot it, or not Poe, Raph shot at her and hit twice.
and hard at that.
So she sees you. She knows you're there.
Now the question is, do we actually want to spot her? Because how do we avoid being turned into statues?
There's got to be statutes of limitations on that, right?
Yes.
Range. It was mentioned earlier.
Yep.
I couldn't let that one pass by.
You had to crystallize your thoughts.
Oh, I am done.
So what you gonna do, Poe?
I'm done. Sorry, forgot to mention.
I was gonna say, if you're not gonna, because you can't shoot, you haven't used your action yet. You could use it to try and spot her, because you know
Oh,
she's there.
really?
Your ally has shot,
Oh, I can do that.
so
All
you
right.
can actively look for her with your perception.
So run a perception then.
It
All
would
right.
run your action.
That's fair.
You unfortunately didn't see her. By the way, your minimum, whenever you roll perception, the way that I do it is what you roll. Your minimum is your passive.
Gotcha. So 16. Gotcha. Understood.
Yep. Unfortunately, that's not enough to see her.
Fair enough.
Her turn. Let's see. I need. All right.
It's possible she might consider Poe, in the open.
I just thought of something.
But then I did shoot
Ken
her
is wearing
twice.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yep. Ken is wearing
They're not
glasses.
necessarily going to be reflective.
But would they protect him from being turned to stone?
You don't know yet.
Also, is he actually wearing glasses? Because remember, that's just a Snapchat AI picture of me.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up to you.
I
Is
never.
Ken's vision so bad he needs glasses?
Well, I mean,
Our
had to
glasses.
get deadly
How
anyway.
common
The-
are glasses?
Glasses
The
are very expensive. They're like 100 gold for a pair of
No
glasses.
wonder he's a noble. He can afford them.
Yep.
I feel like the glasses came from Belial, and they're what gives him double sight.
That I don't
makes
think
sense.
that's how. I don't think that checks out because you'd have to be able to have it without the actual tool for it to have any warlock be able to do
That's
that.
how he thinks it works. All right. Tibble,
Poor
you're up.
poor naive Ken.
And then technically, you don't need to move to see the token because it is light in there.
Yeah, but I don't literally see it as a player. So
I know. I'm just saying.
You mean as a player you see it, as a character you don't?
Vice versa. I don't know where her token is.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this whole place should be lit up, but I think since there's no actual light sources, we're seeing through our characters.
Yeah.
Vision. That's why
That-
I'm the only one who can see the token.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I edit that real quick and it
Oh, actually,
actually do the thing?
I'm assuming Flar can see it as well.
I think you might have to end up just removing dynamic lighting from the map entirely. Yeah.
Did that do it?
But the
Yeah.
tunnels are gone.
Oh wow.
No.
Alright,
I'm gonna.
so-
I'll use my action to try to notice if I even see her. If that's still applicable.
Yep. If you haven't used your action, then yes.
I have not. I just use a bit of movement.
Yep.
Shiny
Afraid
crystals
not.
are these parts.
Again, minimum is your passive, so
Doesn't mean I don't see all the shiny crystals.
that is true. Alrighty then. So if that's the case, I believe.
Can I
yeah.
end my turn by facing Ken?
I did say
Sure.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have the fun thing where she's up in his glasses. Fun, but yeah, it's one of those. It's like I tried, guys. I'm sorry, I can't find her. You said she's here. You said something's here, Rathmorn. I can't. I don't know.
So Zell manages to make it to the top of the stairs. V, on the other hand, doesn't have the movement quite to make it up there. So he is here.
But the Zell see.
Or did you just take all of her turn just to get up there?
It took her entire turn to get up there, and her passive is nowhere near as good, nowhere near good enough.
Yeah.
In fact, Raph, you're the only one who had a passive high enough to see the Gorgon.
I have eyes to see.
Oh, by the way, Ken, there's a reason that they use Medusa as the race name as opposed to Gorgon, because in D&D, Gorgon is a completely different creature.
Actually, yeah, I guess that makes sense because there's the Demogorgon.
Well,
Well,
no.
assuming-
Demogorgon
Yeah,
is a
related.
title. The Demogorgon is a title held by that particular Demon King. I'm talking about actual D&D Gorgon. Hold on.
Well, I assumed that when you said that, I assumed Demogorgon would be like a subset or like a special Gorgon.
So
that
it's
was,
Ken's
like-
turn again.
Is it?
It
Okay.
is.
It's basically a mechanical pull. That's it.
There you go.
Ooh.
Is that enough?
Can I see it?
I don't know.
Do I
No.
perceive? What?
It's
Nat
gotta
20s do not automatically succeed on skill checks.
Oh, it's
But
For
22
Voss,
or
it does not.
23. Oh,
And I'm assuming since you already told me, now it's too late to ask Belial for help.
I'll allow it this time because you knew you would need help seeing. Because it took Rathmorn and his ridiculous perception, so I would allow you to call on the help of Belial.
27.
27 is enough. You do see her.
Thanks to Belial.
mhm.
And you guys just quietly hear, like, I don't know if you hear it, but he just whispers, "Thank you, Mr. Belial."
We're all right by you. Most of some right by you. We
I,
fully
remember-
hear it.
I forgot Voss has never been a fan too much of the always win natural critical
Yep, which
success.
also means that if 9 was high enough to see, the Nat 1 would have seen.
Mhm.
Oh, crap. Wait, I need to move forward a little bit.
Oh, it did move away
Just she-
slightly.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Move forward 10 feet and then hex her.
Uh,
And
What's
think-
that?
I can't remember what thing you all usually hit her with, because I for a
It's
while-
different based on some characters.
I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah,
for a
know.
V
while
normally uses wisdom saves. I think Raph has Wiz and or Con. I think Poe has Con, and I think Tibble's got Wiz.
I got a handful of
Or,
stuff. Cleric's got variety
yeah.
in that case.
It's,
I
wisdom is the most prevalent, so I'll hex
Yeah.
her wisdom.
Mine is they have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, even better.
Yep.
So hex her wisdom.
And hopefully
Alrighty.
it's not like last time where it's like she has advantage, now she has a straight roll. You're like, damn.
Granted,
looks
mine
like-
only helps if there's other people for her to attack, but
At this point, it looks like Poe, Tibble, Zell, and V haven't seen the Gorgon yet.
Correct.
Mhm.
Also, I'm down to one last spell slot.
It's not like you had that many in the first place.
It's all right, buddy. You got this. So that's it for your turn, or are you gonna keep moving?
I'm not getting closer to that bitch.
That's fair.
It's the idea that if you that means you can get a little further away then if you already know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make sure I don't accidentally get out of range of Eldritch Blasting.
It's 120 feet range for
It's
Eldritch Blast.
ginormous.
Yeah. But if I move, I was already 100 feet away. So
Literally
I'm just going to stay where
minus 3 squares. The entire map, is like, no, the whole map across is literally 120 feet. You can hit anywhere in the map.
I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm fine where I am.
As long as there's not a object in the way. And
Because you're good
I
at
was about
wisdom
to say,
saves, right?
technically speaking, based on this, these few squares over here, you can't because it's lower terrain. But whatever.
gotcha, that's fair.
All right, so
is it her turn?
no, she goes. No, she goes between Poe and Tibble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Raph, right?
So Raph,
So
But there's no way
bring
for-
down the Raph.
There's no way for me to like point her out and be like, guys, she's right there.
I already tried.
I mean,
that,
you could
man.
point in that direction, but because she still hasn't broke stealth, it won't necessarily help them.
Seeing what Ken did, I will Hunter's Mark.
Does that
Hey,
put
that
like a
sounds like
literally
a-
glowy thing on her or something, or is it just for you?
Just for me. That's a 13 hit.
Hey, look, a glowing boss weak spot.
That's
13 misses.
Oh no, wrong button. And I'm assuming a 10
Oh
doesn't hit.
no!
Ah. Alrighty,
Bad things
let's
might
see what
happen.
happens. And
This
you've
one
got
better
the
not
special
break.
bow that's more difficult to sunder.
Yeah, so it's not gonna
Oh.
break it. It's not gonna break as easily, right?
So you do absolute minimum damage.
Oh, so if I look,
That's still a shit ton with all of his add-ons.
so that's 13, and then so then
Yeah,
So-
13 and
so 21.
8. So, yeah, 21 damage. But your turn is, in fact, over.
Oh, it's a good thing I already used my bonus action.
Yep. So, with that said, up next is Poe, I think. Right?
How
Uh,
frustrated is this raging
yeah.
Poe?
Very.
As a arrow whizzes past you.
Yeah. Did I see kind of where it was headed?
You
Does
still
that
know
help
the
me?
general direction,
So it's just still a normal roll if I was to try.
except instead of it being over here, it's now over here. If you get within a certain radius, you won't have to roll to see.
Fair enough.
But if you're going to stand that far back, you are going to have to roll to see. And that'll
So
take
I
your
guess
action.
I'll do. Can I keep inching until I see her?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, you got like 40 movement, right, in total?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. It's at this point. Let's see. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
He's like, what, 35 feet away?
30.
Are you fucking serious?
Mr. Barbarian,
Four.
what happened?
I have a +8.
I don't-
I know.
I know what happened. He rolled a 4. That's fucking. God damn, we suck sometimes.
All these low rolls right now. Damn.
And yet I
Okay.
get decent. The only thing I get decent on is my perception.
And
So-
only with a devil pact help.
Yeah.
I mean, even without that, it was decent.
So you feel yourself slowly starting to turn to stone. Your legs
Oh,
start to
great.
stiffen, and you are now considered restrained. But on the upside, you know exactly where she is.
I guess you should
And
have eaten that gummy
A
bear.
benefit to the rest of the party, that breaks her stealth.
Yep.
But
So,
she moves
Tibble,
next.
you no longer have a question. Yes, she does.
Ability score.
You haven't used your action yet, so you could take the,
Well, he got affected by the
I guess
thing.
you'd call it the dodge action, but, well,
I mean, he is
Yeah.
restrained.
What can he really do when he's turning to stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so let's see. Specifically, since you asked, restrained characters. A restrained character's speed is 0 and cannot benefit from any bonuses to speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saves. So there's nothing preventing you from taking actions. So you could, in fact, take the dodge action to give yourself a bonus to AC and advantage on saving throws.
Or you could shoot it.
Fair enough. So I guess.
Or
I'll
you
go
could
ahead and
shoot
do-
her. I mean, your attack roll would have
I'll take the dodge
disadvantage. but-
action.
For
Okay.
what little it'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, it could be a lot.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
she'll still have advantage for the attack, though.
Yeah. So her turn.
Oh my.
She's gonna move there,
Oh my.
and then they kiss.
Is that an attack that he can't avoid, or what?
Yeah, I'm questioning
no,
what
it-
kind of.
So because you took the dodge action, your AC is increased, but she does
Well-
have advantage on the attacks. So
Okay, fair enough.
I like to imagine that it's just like his legs are just completely still, so just like flailing his upper body around, like, don't touch me!
yeah, kind of.
I guess you could sing that one song.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't actually give you a bonus to your AC. It gives
makes the attack a straight roll.
disadvantage. It's disadvantage on attacks against you. So she's making straight rolls.
So what was the first number?
I haven't actually rolled yet. I was double checking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to make 3 attacks against you.
Yay.
One with her hair and one with her swords. And short swords, actually. She misses with the hair. She misses with the first short sword attack, but hits with the second short sword attack.
Not bad.
So that is going to be a grand total of 4 piercing damage from the short
Oh.
sword.
Does that count?
Because
as
you're
rage
raging,
reduced?
it's
Okay.
Because I'm raging what?
Because you're raging, it's only 2 damage.
Gotcha.
Because rage, you are resistant to non-magical piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That's one of the
All
biggest
right.
advantages to it.
Oh yeah, it's so good. But that is everything, and now all of you can see her too. Speaking of, I do believe Tibble is next. Yes, Tibble is next.
So we can see her. Is she ugly?
Well, she's a Medusa, so-
Not particularly. She's very haggard, but I wouldn't say ugly.
I'll attack with Guiding Bolt.
Oh my.
So
No, you
that's
won't.
what happened.
Is it
God
wild
damn,
magic
what
time?
that's that?
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh wait, do I still have a feather beard?
Yeah.
Oh.
You haven't
Ye-
sneezed yet.
Hey,
You need to fail a con save after sneezing to get rid of it. And it'll be gotten rid of by literally exploding everywhere around you.
you've literally
feathers
rolled
everywhere.
The same
God, the
twice.
game is loving low rolls right now.
Yep.
What happens to the spell?
So let's see a D percentile, if you would.
Oh dear.
Why should it be a fireball? I don't know what number that is.
It's a 24.
It's a
I
lovely
mean, I rolled
24.
beads.
Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
No one will possibly notice this. I'm wearing full plate armor.
By the way, it doesn't give a duration for that, so your skin is now blue.
Well, can I sense that it can be removed with a remove curse or something? A restoration spell of some sort?
I mean, you could
Try it.
try that out later, but for now,
Okay.
no.
No,
No,
but for
you
now,
cannot.
no one's going to notice that my skin is blue.
Yep.
Nothing happens otherwise with my spell?
Do you notice your skin is blue?
Yeah, that's a good question, too. Do I notice actually an actual change to my skin color at all?
Not
Or is it
yet,
just- Okay,
because
feel
you're fully
something's different?
clothed.
yeah.
You're
Um,
fully armored, so you can't actually see any of yourself right now.
Yeah. So just nothing happens with my spell. It's just a really bad miss plus that happening?
Yep.
Okay.
I like to think after the spell you go to take a leak and you're just like, what the fuck?
So, in typical Zell fashion, she's going to blast. Um,
That one.
Don't put that in the world.
You just know it, right? Of course. uh,
The lowest roll was a 5.
all right, so she did damage.
I think she only has 2 levels in it, but she got the one where it increases damage based on charisma, and that's as far as she got into Warlock.
Wait, I thought she didn't.
No,
She didn't get a
uses-
pact.
Yeah, she uses curse to increase its damage.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think she.
Yeah, I was
chose
about
that
to say
one.
I didn't see an Eldritch Invocation increasing damage on her.
Yeah, it was the utility ones I believe she grabbed. Being
Yeah,
able
that
to
sounds
read
about all right with her.
and write, and I don't remember the other.
So 11.
Yup.
Good lord, her fucking her abilities list is longer than her character sheet. But yes, no, she doesn't have that Eldritch Invocation. So yes, it is just 11.
I have a really long spell list to cast on like my core part of the sheet. It's not as bad as a wizard, but it's long.
Yep. In any event, that was her turn. V finally makes it to the top of the stairs. It doesn't take everything, so he is going to. I like how half the party is at the bottom of this and the other half is at the top.
What do you mean half? It's only Pope there alone getting turned to stone.
No. So when you guys see if you go to the journal, where you see all of the characters lined up, 3 of you are at the top of it, are at the top, and the other 3 are at the bottom. For me, Viserys, Poe, and Ken are at the top, and then there's the entire module and all of the tokens and handouts, and then at the very bottom, after the appendices, is Rathorn, Tibble, and Zell.
Yeah, I only see my character, so
Same.
Plus the handouts, right?
the ones that you've
That I've shown
us,
you,
yes.
like the pictures and shit.
The pictures and stuff, yeah.
So V is going to. What is V gonna do?
Realize Poe's not in a great situation.
Yeah.
That's putting it lightly.
And realize out of all the sounds of all the pew-pewing of all the Eldritch blasts, that apparently this bitch could take a beating.
So outside of range. Hmm. Oh, this might be a good one. Sure, why not? I forgot to swap characters. There we go. Okay, now I do the thing. Ta-da! Wait, did I not assign the Oh, I didn't assign the token.
Wait, that's how his name is spelled? Neat.
Yeah.
There we
Remember
go.
that one- so when he
Fixed
finished
it.
Magic cards.
Wait, you said con. It was a con, right?
Mm-hmm.
Con saving throw that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled bad.
Do you have advantage on it?
He has a danger since it was advantage on deck saves, not con ones.
No, never.
I was just saying that because you were saying something about it.
I only have advantage
Never
on
mind.
maintain concentration.
Sorry. I was double checking something.
Oh, you have Warcaster?
No, I have Eldritch Mind.
Warcaster Light.
So she failed the save, and he put
Nice.
it over here, so only she was affected by it.
I figured as much.
And she has no resistance to psychic, so
Not a lot of things do.
Yeah, you're
yep.
right.
Most things are either immune or they're taking the full thing. And then I'm fairly certain that's all he could do. Yeah, because he hasn't done the thing yet where he yeah, okay, cool. So that's gonna be it for him. That's it for V. So top of the order.
Well, this indicates to me as a player that she's not great with intelligence.
I mean, that was a DC 20, so.
Yeah, well, this is a
To
DC
be fair,
21.
it is slightly better than her stat that is one above her worst. So
Well, this is a DC 21.
oh. There's literally only one number she can roll that'll save her, and
It's
she
a
didn't
20.
get it.
So her both her intelligence and charisma are now 1. She can't cast spells, activate magic items. She can't understand language or communicate in any intelligible way.
That does
Yep.
not stop her from attacking Poe right by her.
Yeah, but.
Yes, but if she had any sort of magical abilities, she can no longer use them.
Does that stop? Is
And
the
she
spell
also-
she's casting on me something that just happened, or is it require
It's
concentration?
It's like
It's
an innate
something-
racial thing.
It's something that happens because of her race. Anything that
Okay.
sees her starts to petrify.
And she
Gotcha.
takes 15 psychic damage.
Understood.
15. With that.
So
Wait, what?
actually, hold on. I'm gonna do it this way because this is actually kind of important.
It did.
Wait,
All right then.
I killed her. She had that little HP. If I had known that, I would have fucking used Finger of Death and turned her into a zombie.
She almost I mean, she almost survived that, but
But yeah.
also you're roughly in 60 feet. V was thinking of using Finger of Death, but it's like, no, I need to do something quick. What could I do? Oh yeah, Synaptic Static.
Are we still in combat order or are we good?
I am.
Not
Oh,
not really. I mean, yes, but only until we find out whether Poe passes or fails enough.
Well,
Yep.
can I go up to Poe and then cast a spell to hopefully help him?
There's going to be one issue with that.
It won't
The
work.
source of the petrification is still visible.
Oh.
So unless someone goes over there, removes her head, and stuffs it in something that can't be seen, removing the petrification is only going to be temporary.
I got a bag
If I
of
had-
holding.
If
I
had
know, but
turned
would
her-
Raph immediately think of doing that though?
I mean,
if I had turned her into a zombie, would that have stopped?
Can I try to do something
Technically,
to?
no.
Can I try to do something to like? I don't know, throw dirt
in a
on her or
moment-
something.
In a moment, because we are still in turn order and can just finished casting a spell.
There.
I mean, there's really nothing else I can do. I would have you. The thing is, it's really upsetting because even minimum damage, Finger of Death would have killed her. Minimum damage, it would have done.
A lot of
22
damage. Understood. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. What are you gonna
Yep.
do?
5, 6,
I'm gonna
7,
be
plus
a bit
30.
upset.
38 damage, yeah.
What? No, minimum, because it says it would.
37.
Minimum would be half, so 15 plus the plus the 7 dice, so minimum would have been 22.
Still would have. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
She would not have turned into a zombie.
Oh, well, okay.
She is not considered humanoid. She is considered a monstrosity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I guess it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But I still also wasted one of my Mystic Arcanes. But
You don't know
I'll
that.
End,
You didn't know the time.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Raph, you're up.
How far?
So
am
you
I?
could go up there and attempt to cure Poe.
Poe.
What are we aware that that's why he's turned into stone?
At this point, yes, you are aware that being close enough to this creature will start to petrify you if you are within line of sight of it.
Poe, do you mind if I shoot at you to try to get closer?
How much do you have to yell for that? Because you're pretty far away from Poe.
That is a great question.
Bitch, I'm beefy. Shoot me.
Yeah, yelling generally carries 100 feet pretty easily,
Okay.
and you guys are in a cave.
I know, but it's like if you're just casually talking, and it's like it's still kind of a distance.
Yeah, but again, in this cave where it is essentially 100% silent, other than that, it's audible.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Out of
piercing,
character. I have
so
213 health. I
It's-
think I'm good.
it is non-med. Well, it is magical. Never mind. So
Yeah, I was about to say, nope, you lost that when you when you
Yeah,
had the
you-
braces of archery.
Well,
You
it's
lose.
just the
It's
magnet.
14 damage for Poe.
Okay.
and then another 11.
I lose my temporary hit.
Because then I can walk up to you guys. And then would I have to stop within 30 feet, or would I be able to get to the body?
So remembering what the chief said, mirrors help. So if you were to approach him backwards, using the mirror to guide you, you will be fine.
Then I would do as much.
Yeah, it's kind of how they work.
And then I would do my best to put the bag of holding around the head.
Okay, you managed to stuff it in there. It's kind of awkward with the rest of its body, but you managed to stuff the head of the Gorgon into the bag of holding.
And then I would start cutting it off.
You're gonna stick the whole thing in there?
Well, we don't need everything. We just need the head.
Alrighty. You managed to cut the head off. It doesn't take a lot of effort. With that gone, you notice that Poe's petrification stops, but isn't cured.
Can I cast a spell on him?
I'm
Or was that my
hard.
action?
Not anymore. You've you used your action to cut the head off the Gorgon and stuff it in a bag.
I felt like that was the case. All right.
Yep.
Well, actually, I used my action to shoot at Poe. So would I have
Fair
been
enough.
able to?
So what was he? What he?
So you wouldn't have been able to do it. So you can't do it this turn.
Okay. So by
So
next turn, I can
the
put it.
petrification is still going.
Okay.
Speaking of Poe, I need another Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, what? Sorry, I was disadvantaged. My bad.
The first one's lit up, so does an 11 pass?
Why did it roll with disadvantage?
I accidentally had disadvantage still. Accepted.
But since it was the first roll, that's one that would have counted.
11, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's strike 2. You feel it creeping up further. You're now paralyzed from the waist down.
Mm.
I guess it wastes no time.
Nope, sure doesn't. All right, next. It would be her, but so Tibble.
Does it? Is it like evident that it's a little safer to go over there now?
Vaguely, you saw how Raph approached.
I don't know if he has a mirror or not.
If you don't have a mirror, you can close your eyes and go there, but you would have disadvantage on everything you do until the source of the issue is removed.
I'll close my eyes, but I can at least move to here, right?
Yeah.
I use another phase step, so I teleported and then use my movement.
Okay. If that's the case,
I have an
Zell.
action left.
Oh, your phase step is a bonus action.
Yep.
Yep.
Racial
Okay.
Misty Step.
So what are you gonna do?
One sec, I got a long spell list.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
do you have anything that you could just like drop over her head?
Well, the head
her head's already covered in the bag of holding.
No,
he doesn't
it's
realize.
not. He didn't have the ability to do that because his action was shooting Poe.
I thought you said he couldn't. He just couldn't chop off the head.
Yeah. That's what I
No,
thought you meant.
because it would
Okay.
require him to take out the bag, bend down, put the head in the bag, slip it over, etc., which is easily an action, and that's being generous. So you would need to keep your eyes closed or be backwards like Raph.
Can I prepare an action?
Sure.
As soon as he would actually let Poe and Raph know that's what he's doing. He's getting ready to do something, and as soon as either one of them let him know that it's safe, he's going to cast Greater Restoration on Poe.
Okay.
So he's just there with like his hands kind of near Poe, hovering.
Zell's gonna move there and cheer you from the sideline. Go team.
What? No, she's not gonna.
Oh, you're not gonna Eldritch Blast me?
That's not it. You can't. She can't do that because it's not an Eldritch Blast.
That's fair.
Fuck.
V is gonna move there.
Does he cheer? Does he also cheer us
Did she
on?
try to burst her head by Eldritch Blasting her face?
Actually, because the three of you are there, she can't really see the head specifically.
This
so
is
she
pretty
couldn't even
big
call the
plate
shot.
armor, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
V is gonna move here.
It's crazy. We found that at the bottom of a boat that was partially sunk.
And there are just so many zombies.
I'm assuming this happened before this campaign.
Yes.
Yeah. I got like plate armor so early, it was insane.
What was it, like level 2, level 3?
It was the first quest we had to go because it was questing the ship, and so yeah, it was level 2. Yeah, exactly. I got plate armor at level 2, so I've always been kind of tanky.
And it was magical at that. Because we made it
No,
magical.
it wasn't.
Well,
Well, I did Blessing of the Forged up the AC of it, but it wasn't magical inherently. It was just regular plate armor.
that's what I meant. Since you could just make it magic.
V doesn't really have a good spell for this situation, despite his colossal repertoire. So he's basically done. So he's going to move there, and he's done. So top of the order, Ken.
What is Ken gonna do? Oh my goodness.
Could I like burn her head off with a strategically placed fireball?
Not with us here.
Well, I mean, if I fired like back this way somewhat, so that she's caught in like the very edge of the range, and like none of you are.
That's
It
very.
wouldn't. It wouldn't necessarily destroy the head of the corpse.
That is cool that you
Like-
can do that.
You'd probably be able to incinerate part of her, but it might not do exactly what you want.
Let alone enough.
Because I really don't have anything I can do, especially since the only way for me to approach is either backwards or with my eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if V's safe. You could be safe.
I mean, V is undead. I don't know if he's affected.
And
V doesn't have any eyes.
Exactly.
Well, granted, we're also kind of blocking her body in the first place with my big bulky plate armor,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's
especially from
also-
Ken's angle.
There's also
I
the
mean, to
fact
be-
that I mean, I don't know if my if Ken's glasses actually would do anything to protect him. But I mean, because I could dimension door my way over, but that takes an action, so then I wouldn't be able to do anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You could say sup.
He doesn't.
I
And then
mean,
get-
standing there and cheering from the sidelines is a viable option.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, like, as long as they cover the head, like, technically, I will not have to worry about any more saves, right?
Yeah, that's what Raph is going to do on his next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which
So and
is
he goes
nice.
right after me, so I'm just gonna hold. I'm just gonna end my turn without really doing anything because there's nothing I can do.
All right, Raph.
Bag.
Cover head, cut it off.
Beg.
Okay.
Bag of jungle.
All right, Tibble.
Back.
Okay. As soon as it's safe in there, it's enclosed, it's off, whatnot. Cast Greater Restoration on Poe.
All right, Poe, you are now free of your petrification.
Oh. Okay.
You're not hard anore.
So
Damn
are we
it.
in turn order still?
I mean, what?
We are not, however, at this point, I have work in 7 hours, so I need to do my laundry and go to bed.
Fair. I will try to
So,
pull out my arrows out of Poe.
You have, what, 2 arrows? Come on. How desperate are you for arrows?
I mean, I don't want to lose
Very.
them all.
I have work in 14 hours.
Which altogether I shot 6 arrows.
so with that said, we will be dealing with loot and consequences next time on D&D Z.